fucking thank God.
Oh shit. All right. Ooh, fake energy, fake energy. Ladies and gentlemen.
Is it going?
It's starting.
I can't hear it.
The
no
podcast.
one can hear the music.
The music's coming. It's a crescendo, I think.
Are we doing jump around?
Welcome back,
ladies and gentlemen.
Season 3, motherfuckers. You know what it is, man. You know what time it is, man. I am your host, Legal E. With me as always, my co-host Trevor D, the funniest man alive. Say hello, Trevor.
What's up? For those of you out there writing in, yes, I did finally get an issue of Punisher #1. So, about it.
Yeah, fucking thing.
I read it and I felt like Bart Simpson when he read the first Radioactive Man. I was like turning the pages like so slow.
Right. Okay, so today's episode, summer edition. Trevor and I, summer. We are children of summer. We're doing the movie Kickass, starring Nick Cage and all the children.
Chloe something. I don't know her name.
Yeah. I don't know. Nick Cage though. I think it's important to note our love for Nick Cage. I'm a big fan. I think Trevor's also a big fan.
Well, he had the 3 movies in a row that made him a legend for all time. Like he's done a bunch of terrible movies.
Yeah, I think you're referring to the whole.
Always the best. One of.
Yeah, I think you're referring to the Holy Trinity that is Con Air, Face Off, and The Rock, which we have to do at some point.
Yeah, definitely Trinity Day.
Yep. So we're doing Kickass. Before we jump into Kickass, I haven't talked to you in a while. We haven't kicked it in a while. Tell me what's new. Tell me what's going on. How's that Punisher first issue treating you?
It's amazing. I've been getting into a lot of Mark Millar stuff, the guy who wrote and created Kickass.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of Hit Girl stuff, and then he like other writers are doing Hit Girl. So I was like, I don't know if I want to read other writers when it's not Mark Millar, but it's really good, man.
Yeah, Millar's my number 3, man. Fucking Millar for sure.
Yeah, he's super wonderful.
Yeah, he's great. So Kickass, I know you've got some notes. I took a few. Yeah, it was my first time ever seeing it, and I just saw it a couple days ago.
Wasn't it wild?
It was violent. It's ultra violent. I didn't know what
We're doing 2 ultra violence in a row.
Yeah,
ultra violent. Like at one point, they put a goon in a microwave and try and question him, and he just explodes.
He just explodes. Yeah, it was great.
Forget about it.
Some of my notes are pretty disjointed. I texted you my first note. My first note was suicide is funny.
Yeah, they talk about this guy who's trying to be like a flying superhero, but it didn't work, so he just fell to his death.
Yeah, he's like on top of the whatever big building, and then just instantly falls to his death. Mm-hmm. That's the opening of the film.
Suicide is funny, you said.
Suicide is funny, yeah.
Hey.
Right in.
Pop shirt detective work.
Pop shirt detective work.
Kill count 70, because really it was only like a mob.
Right. Yeah, it was just the one group that was the bad guys. 70 still an impressive number for a superhero film.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. It's all right.
Matty Vaughn, director.
Yeah. What else has he done?
Shit, I knew it, and now I can't. He did like the Kingsman.
Oh, fucking A. That makes sense. I've only seen one of those. I got to finish up.
He read it. Mark Millar pitched it, and as soon as he read Hit Girl, he was like, "Okay, I'm doing this."
Hit Girl was great.
All the other people they pitched it to were like, "We'll do it, but you have to get rid of Hit Girl or make her 19." So he just did it himself. He got like no salary. I guess he got like the Red Mist car or something.
Oh wow!
For his salary. But yeah, he loved the character so much he did it, and it shows in the movie, man.
Hit Girl's fucking great.
Probably
the best character.
The best character, the best superhero.
Matt Vaughn directed X-Men First Class.
Yeah, that's a shame. not one of the best X-Men.
Yeah, it's not one of the best X-Men, but I didn't hate it. It's better than like Wolverine Origins and X-Men 3.
No, I probably liked Origins way better than
Wow.
what was it? Academy Zoo X-Men. We're training for the FBI. When did this fucking happen?
Well, I don't know.
Don't fuck with my X-Men, man. Don't fuck with the money. Don't fuck with my X-Men.
Don't fuck with the money, man. I love X-Men.
The monsters in this movie were like really funny, like genuinely funny. The jokes that they had, and
yeah,
it made me see them as like not at all badass. Like when they're like trying to shoot guns, I'm like, these guys are these guys are clowns.
Yeah, they were clowns.
The main guy, Diamatti, what's his name? The main guy like doing karate at the end. I'm like, you were just joking around with your pals a second ago.
Yeah, he's like, his character was like karate and cocaine.
Great bazooka though. Great bazooka.
The fact that the running joke in this film was a bazooka was very good.
And red mist is like the term used to describe someone who's like vaporized, you know, like by an explosion, like his dad at the end.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I guess it's ironic. I don't know.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I've got my second note here. Nick Cage shoots girl. So like I go into this with no context, right? I've never seen Kickass and never, you know, like, and he's just okay, honey, and he just shoots his little girl. Like
that's exactly what Matt Vaughn wanted you to think.
It's wild, dude. It is fucking so wild, dude.
Can we get ice cream? She says. Since the beginning, she was like trained to be the ultimate superhero, the ultimate like expert.
Right.
But she has all these skills that is just muscle memory at this point.
Yeah.
She's badass.
It's great.
She's like she's like Punisher, but a small little girl. So there's no way you could be upset by what she's doing.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because she's always the victim, even when she's brutally fucking murdering a group of
she's
men.
7. What do you want her to do?
Yeah, what do you not kill?
She chopped his head off. Big deal.
Yeah, get over it.
He's a bad guy.
Fucking snowflakes out here can't stand it when the 7-year-old cuts a head off. Grow up.
Here they go.
Fucking all right. So I loved Kickass on his first like mission out, getting stabbed, and it's brutal. It's brutal when he gets stabbed. I felt the pain, and then just smashed by that car, dude.
Yep. Ultra violence. That's exactly what Matthew Vaughn wants.
It was great.
Blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he gets like a superpower because it destroyed his nerve endings, and then he's got metal on his bones.
Yeah, it's a brutal like origin story, as it were, for a superpower.
Mm-hmm. In this one, he gets the girl. P.S. You can skip every one of those scenes, and the movie is just phenomenal.
Yeah,
he gets true. The girl in this one. In the comic, no,
no,
not at all.
Awesome.
She like laughs at him in the beginning, never to be heard from again.
Based on a true story.
No, man. Mark Millar said that he liked the movie over his comic, though. I thought that was crazy.
That is crazy. You don't hear
like
that a lot.
Anti-Alan Moore.
Right, yeah, that's Nega Moore. I've got the next note I have is exploded in microwave.
The first time that Big Daddy and Mindy trust somebody when the red mist comes, instantly betrayed.
Yeah.
He instantly shoots Hit Girl 3 times in the chest. She falls out of the window, and then they knock out Big Daddy, who later on burns to death.
Dude.
While screaming advice to his child on how to get out of the situation.
Nick Cage gets to go full 10 Cage during that scream. He was screaming.
He's burning to death.
He's burning to death. And yeah, it's fucked up.
Bro, that scene.
Yeah, that scene was
she
great.
Gets there, she kills everybody and then like holds them one last time, and he talks with fire lungs. Ooh.
Yeah.
Cage, man.
Nick Cage. He's great in this.
The Big Daddy breaking into that warehouse too, when he's grabbing all the shotguns and shooting everyone perfect.
Yeah, that's a great scene.
Phenomenal thing.
That's a great scene. I mean, obviously, we both love that he dresses Batman, essentially.
Yep. And when he did like the Big Daddy voice, you know how crazy it sounds?
It does. It's bonkers.
I couldn't like fathom it, but then they said that he was doing Adam West Batman, and if you listen to it, he totally is.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back because
for so many years I thought like Nick Cage's crazy. You know, he could do whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it didn't make any sense. The voice was super off-putting, but I'm sure I'll admire it in that way if I go back now.
Matt Bond said like Nick Cage just started doing it, and Matt Bond didn't say anything. He's like,
that sounds like directing Nick Cage. Yeah, he just went one direction. No one said anything.
That's a good director. He understood that it was awesome.
Did you see Renfield? Did we talk about that?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
It's on Peacock right now. If you have access to it. Okay, I have it. I can give it to you. Yeah, I don't have anything else. It's actually the only streaming service I have right now. But yeah, he's great.
With Vulcan Gatling guns, 2 Vulcan Gatling guns. Yes. At the end scene when he's just flying up, and they're playing "Glory, Glory, Hallelujah, Hallelujah."
Right.
Low, and then just blows away that fat dude with the bazooka.
They find that jetpack online for $300,000, and you don't know what it is till the end.
They got the money. They just steal from the mob the whole time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Cage has got the cop buddy, who looks the other way. They framed him for what, drug possession or something, or drug dealing.
I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, Cage got framed and did time. He did like 7 years or some shit.
In the comic, he was just this mysterious dude who had this like big case that they always brought at like everywhere. Like he'd go somewhere with the case, come back with a bunch of money in the case, you know.
Right.
And they finally found out that it was like in the case were all of the most rare comic books. So he'd just be selling them to get money to buy like ammunition and safe houses and all this shit.
That's fucking awesome.
I don't know why they took that out, but I always thought that was so cool.
Yeah, that is so cool. Yeah, the only 2 notes I have left on here are Cage Fire Scream, which we already discussed, which is bonkers.
Use the strobe light.
So crazy. Yeah. It's so crazy. And then, yeah, I got a bazooka ending. The bazooka at the end of the movie was just, it was great.
That's what everyone wants to see.
Right, yeah.
If they're smart. If they have royal blood going through the mission. They want to see bazooka shoot a guy off the building and then explode.
Right. Yeah, anyone who knows anything about film wants a bazooka at that.
Daisy.
Looking at you, Marty.
Right in. The scene where the guy was in the car compactor and it slowly is closing, the guy's screaming the whole time.
That was great. In broad daylight. Broad daylight.
Yeah. Nobody gave a shit. They're like, "What's those screams? I'm going to the market. I don't care."
What's those screams? They're not paying me enough. I don't know. My wife's 2-timing me.
Oh, she does do the gun punch. This was famous in Desperado, Antonio Banderas. But she takes the gun and punches it forward and then shoots to get the extra velocity of the punch. She did that once, and I was like, Desperado?
Gun punch all day. Fantastic.
Big Daddy, when he he already has a mustache. But when he puts on the outfit,
he does the goatee.
No, it's a bigger mustache. And I did not notice that until this rewatch.
Was it a bigger? I thought it was like because it came like down like walrus.
That's because it was so big. I guess I don't know. It was a heavy stash.
Bigger mustache is very fucking
would be
funny.
Like, well, you can't grow a mustache in a day. Clearly, it's not this guy. Smart.
It's smart. Yeah, it's called disguise, folks. Right in.
Almost every great scene is with Hit Girl. Hit Girl is this movie.
I completely agree. She was fucking awesome. And then there's almost like it's either the third act or like the second half of the third act. Big Daddy's dead. Like it's basically Hit Girl running the show. It's great.
It all happens fast. The original artist, John Romita Jr., he did the mob posters in Big Daddy's house and like the flashback scene.
Very cool.
Romita Jr. is like, he's the best. I got a little note here, and it says when they're flying. I think I already talked about this. When they're flying away in the jetpack with that angel music playing, it's all like
Yeah.
superhero.
Right.
That was unnecessary. It would have been better if it just showed them slowly walking down the stairs.
I agree. I agree.
More real. I mean, jetpacks aren't real, people. Like, I'm not. Suddenly, it's sci-fi, and I'm
right.
Anyway,
I kind of felt the same way, actually.
Dave Lazowski, the main character's name, is an actual person who won an actual contest that Mark Millar had. He said, "I will use your name in this next comic I'm doing," and that's how he's called Dave Lazowski. So bravo, Dave Lazowski.
Wow, yeah, okay, shouts out,
comic book character just like that.
Yeah, no, actually, he wrote in, man. He just couldn't make it today.
Ultra violent.
Ultra fucking violent is right.
I think I got all my notes.
It was fun. I didn't realize how long ago it come out. This is like 2011 or something.
I don't know. When Hit Girl saves the Dave scene, it's shot like a video game when it's like full on black and she got the night vision goggles on.
Yeah.
Which is like that video game shot, like Doom.
Yes. Yeah, that was cool.
And they do that a lot, and it worked. Usually when they do that, I'm like, well, first person, I can't.
Right, unless it's a Hardcore Henry, I'm like, yeah, all right.
One of the best movies ever.
Should probably cast on that at some point.
Dude, I wish I saw that in the theater. Ultra screen 3D,
too.
could you imagine?
I can't.
God, man.
I can't imagine. I'm sure it was fantastic.
Man, a lot of goons in this movie. That's my note. So many deaths, so much blood.
Yeah, a lot of goons. It was kind of goofy. I don't know. I guess you make it that way when you have a little girl slaughtering them. They can't be too tough.
Yeah, I think it was to tone down the ultra violence.
Right.
That's a good tool to use, to have like your goons and your henchmen be funny.
Yeah,
it moves the movie around.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
it was a lot faster than when he's like, "Oh, I have a girlfriend now, and I'm doing girlfriend things and laying in her bed." I'm like, who cares?
Yeah, I didn't.
Like when we didn't talk about the female character at all when we did our cast. I don't care. It was.
What movie was that? I forget, but I remember us doing it.
Top Gun.
It was Top Gun.
Yeah. I think the only time we talk about it is when we talk about the volleyball scene, because he was just playing volleyball with his friends and was way late, like just left her hanging. It was like, okay,
yeah,
I'll see you, and then like banged her, and then that was
it. That's great.
But yeah, if you slow down a movie, I'm not going to talk about you.
Yeah.
Except to say that you slowed down the movie.
Yeah, and how dare you?
It's like nerd friends. It's like, oh, I don't want to watch a high school comedy. Don't need it.
No, you're right. Yeah, and like it's like she befriended him because she thought he was gay and all that. Just none of it necessary. None of it necessary, and not funny, in my opinion. Not well written enough to be funny.
Mm-mm. No, it slowed it down. That's why I said this last rewatch, I was just like, all right, skip.
Yeah.
Was having none of it.
Yeah.
It was about Big Daddy and Hit Girl.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It really was. Big Daddy and Hit Girl for sure the best part of that film. They absolutely make that movie. Even the Red Mist thing is like it was what it was, but you just knew where it was going to go the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the sequel. I'm intrigued enough. I hear it's bad.
Jim Carrey though is amazing in that movie.
Jim Carrey's in the sequel.
Well, he bought all of his own outfits to look like the dude from the comic, like on his own, out of his pocket.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that. But yeah, I mean, I hear it's bad.
It's not as good as the movie you just saw. Okay. There's still those scenes that slow down the movie, and it's like a progression of that too. Okay. And then there's other scenes because there's other superheroes that are joining them.
Did Vaughn direct the second one?
Huh?
Did Vaughn direct the second one?
No, I don't think so.
Well, okay.
I just remember when I saw it in the movie, was disappointed. But back then, everything disappointed me. I was like, why would you change this from the comic? The comic was so good.
Right.
It's something like they combine two characters, like Lost World, or wait, what was the second Jurassic Park?
Yeah, Lost World. I hate that shit when they combine two characters.
Doesn't make sense.
Nope.
But then the producers are like, ka-ching, money eyes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Only have to do one actor?
Right, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, this was I didn't know what to expect. I knew it was like ultra violent. It was a lot of fun, man. And I fuck with Cage heavy, man. So
yeah,
I'm glad I watched it. It gets. I think it's a 4 out of 5 for me. A 4 out of 5 Rambo knives, I think, is my official voting on this film. The bazooka ending really put the fourth knife on the bazooka.
I like it.
It was solid. Shouts out to Cage, man.
Yeah, I gave this movie 5 out of 5 Rambo knives. It has everything I'm looking for.
Right.
It has, I mean, the guy burning, we already talked about it. The gunfight, genius.
Yeah, I really liked it. The directing was great. The acting was great. And it's a lot of young actors too. I mean, again, the youngest actor was the best actor in the film.
Oh, and she was horrified, she said, because like her parents were there every time, and it was like she was so young that it's like you didn't swear, you know?
Right.
She had to say all these swears. She was like terrified.
Yeah.
And the mom was like, "You can only say that here." Okay, paycheck. All right.
Okay, paycheck.
Yeah. Now you can break the rules we've set for you your entire life.
Oh. Can we talk about what you shared with me on Instagram today, which is fucking Hugh Jackman in the yellow Wolverine suit?
Let's talk about it, because Wolverine is finally here.
Dude, my favorite. Batman's a step above of everyone, but Wolverine, man, in the yellow fucking suit, the fucking figures I had since I was fucking 5 years old, the cartoon I've been watching my whole life.
Yeah,
and it's Hugh Jackman. I thought he was done forever.
Reynolds got him on board.
And because they're homies.
He was like, maybe I'll do it if I'm like in an Avengers or something. And then Deadpool is just like, no, let's just come be in the movie. And they're just, I think that's how Reynolds does it. He's just friends. He's just friendly, and people are like, I'll work with you. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You own like a soccer team? Cool. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
A cell phone company, I guess. All right.
I mean, dog, I may or may not be a member of that cell phone company.
All right. I bet it works great.
Dude, it does. I mean, I had a poster of Ryan Reynolds on my fridge.
Yeah.
He's the shit. Yeah, man.
They're just giving us teasers, that little picture, but someday we'll see in a movie Wolverine finally.
There was that clip. Did you see the one where it was a clip of them filming? It was like on set. And it's just Wolverine just stabbing the fuck out of Deadpool. Like, also just theoretically, like Wolverine versus Deadpool, like I want to see that fight on screen really bad.
Yeah. A lot of like limbs being cut off.
Exactly. Ultra violent.
Mm-hmm. Did they regrow, or does he have to like put them back on?
Who, Wolverine?
Regrow, right? No, Deadpool.
Deadpool regrows.
Because Wolverine's got adamantium bones. You can't cut his arm off.
That's true. That's true.
It's Wolverine. It's a Logan Son.
Logan Son.
One of the best in the 90s cartoons is when they do like Wolverine's going to China or Madripoor or whatever. It's like, in the comics, it was like a den of thieves and everyone was drunk and like killing people. And then cartoon version was just like, oh, that's nice. Oh, okay. We're going to a bar and getting some sodas. Okay, nice.
Right.
Nice.
Somebody's
getting away.
Do you have access to Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Is there any way I can get it from you?
Yeah.
Because I don't have it, and I really need it for Simpsons, and I really need it for X-Men Cartoons rewatch, because that fucking sequel's coming out.
During the PCP, we're divulging information about shit.
No, just give it to me afterwards.
Podcast. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, sweet. Yeah,
I'll find out that information for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I will, and I will send you some information so you can have
You
feedback
got,
if you.
you got a lot of Star Wars to watch. We could do some Star Wars cast.
Yeah, we got. Well, we got to do. You said maybe a horror film. I want to do. I mean, there's a couple classics.
No,
we
I
have to
said
do, man.
all the Mission Impossible is what I said.
I need to fucking finish those, but I lost access to fucking Paramount or whatever the fuck they're on. Mission Impossible is so good. Isn't the newest one fucking coming out soon?
Yeah, but the part one, so you might as well tell me like you're not going to be satisfied with this. Like this is the ending. Like, oh, that's okay, cool.
That's why you didn't play fucking Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1.
Why would I ever do that in my life? Why?
I don't know.
I already played that game. And then if you're gonna remake it, like, hell yeah, like give us the 4 discs, like how it was in the old days, and let's fucking do it because that game's massive.
It's amazing.
But no, instead they're just like, oh, part 1.
Yeah, we hate part 1.
When's the video game company gonna come out with part 2? It could be years.
It could be never.
Or never.
Oops. Right in.
What would you do for a Klondike bar? Would you assassinate Nixon?
Well, yeah, man. I liked it. I gotta watch Kickass too.
Any new games? I got no games because I got no TV, so I can't play my games. But
I fell off Harry Potter. I pick it up every once in a while. It's fucking massive. Yeah. It's massive. It's massive.
I've been playing this Mario Kart on my cell phone, and like
that's right.
Got a Switch, so I was playing Mario Kart on that. And that's when Koopa Troopa was murdered mysteriously,
unsolved.
So then next year, when the circuit started, he came back as Dry Bones, smoked it.
Oh, dude, I love a murdered Koopa Troopa coming back as Dry Bones for revenge, dude. I love a revenge quest. You know me, man.
Yeah, man. He won.
I love it.
He's just gonna keep on winning now.
I might still have that Switch in my house. I'm not sure.
I love the Switch. It's just it's a beautiful system. Any system that has like Mario and
well, Nintendo, man,
and Link.
It's Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo's always been the best.
It's the best. It's a gold standard. Always has been.
And anyone who thinks different, like, what's your problem?
Also, anyone who thinks different, fucking $50 a race in Mario Kart, dog. What up?
Well, get me started. So,
well,
do we want to decide before we go? Do we want to decide what we're doing next?
What's next? Yeah, Mission Impossible is just a big feat. I got to figure that out. I mean, I don't know what we got access to, man. I'd love to do something like a Hardcore Henry. I'd love to bring it back to something I know we both love and something that's fucking good action.
Yeah, or maybe a District 9.
I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of my heartthrob movies.
Yeah, same. I love that film.
Yeah, I saw that so randomly. I was never going to see it in the theater, but like my friend was like, let's just go see this. It's a sci-fi. I'm like, all right.
Peter Jackson,
in the theater, I was shocked at what I was seeing. I was just like, oh, now he's using alien guns. Every gun is different with a more amazing power. So
I tell you what, man, fucking it's aliens are kind of a thing right now in the world. So District 9 might be pretty apt.
Yeah, well, they were kind of the like victims in that movie.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
We're gonna get so political. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk exactly. We are. All right, so District 9 next. Okay, I can fuck with that.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the podcast on Kickass.
Yeah, this has been Podcast Puppets Kickass. Podcast Puppets does kick ass. Season 3 continues to kick ass. And we'll see you next time, folks.